On a burning highway, two dust-covered little puppies stood up on their tiny hind legs, their front paws pressed together as if they were begging. And what happened next shattered the heart of a 60-year-old man. It was a silent afternoon on a long stretch of highway. Trucks roared past, shaking the ground, tossing wind and dust in their wake. The scorching sun made the road shimmer, and the world seemed far too busy to notice. Off to the side of the road, hidden among weeds and gravel, lay a torn burlap sack. At first glance, it looked like trash someone had thrown away. But inside, barely alive, lay a mother dog. Her fur was matted with blood, her two legs bent the wrong way. Each breath came shallow, ribs rising and falling ever so faintly, while flies swarmed around her broken body. She had no strength left to move, no voice left to call out. But she wasn't alone. By her side stood two tiny puppies, maybe 7 or 8 weeks old, frail, dirty, and terrified. Once their fur had been soft and black, but now it was coated with dust and oil. They weren't old enough to understand cruelty, but they knew something was horribly wrong. Their mother wasn't getting up, so they did the only thing they could. Shaking, they left her side and stepped onto the road. Every step trembled beneath their little paws, but they didn't stop, not out of instinct, but out of desperate hope. That's when a massive truck barreled down the highway. Behind the wheel was a 60-year-old driver, his mind lost in thoughts of the next delivery. But suddenly, movement in the road. Two small shapes. He slammed the brakes. The truck screeched, dust flying everywhere. He threw the door open and jumped down, his heart pounding, certain he'd just run something over. But no. Standing in front of him were two trembling puppies. One of them stood upright on its hind legs, pressing its dirty little paws against his jeans. The other leapt weakly, trying to reach his hand. They didn't run. They didn't bark. They were begging. Not for food, not out of fear, but for him to follow. The man froze. Inside, something broke, something he thought had died long ago. Slowly, the puppies turned back, limping toward the ditch, looking over their shoulders again and again to make sure he was coming. And he did. What he found stopped him cold. The mother dog, broken, bloodied, half dead, looked straight at him with calm eyes. She didn't growl, she wasn't afraid. She just looked and waited. The man knelt down, trembling, and gently brushed the dirt from her face. He whispered, "I've got you now." That day, he didn't finish his delivery route. Instead, he lifted her carefully onto a blanket in his truck. The puppies followed, their tiny tails wagging weakly, exhausted but hopeful. She lived. Weeks of care, medicine, and patience brought her back. And the puppies? They never left his side again. The man who thought he'd spend the rest of his life alone found an unexpected family. And today, if you drive down that same road, you might find a little red fenced house, a truck parked under the trees, and lying in the sunlight, the once broken mother dog, safe, whole, with her two puppies asleep by her side. Sometimes love walks in on 4 legs. Sometimes help doesn't come with barking, just a silent plea. Thank you for watching until the very end. If this story touched your heart, let us know in the comments. We read every word. And if you'd like to hear more stories like this, another one is already waiting for you on our channel.